Hello, everybody, and a warm welcome to our short video on tripartite reviews, the TPR. This video is focused on TPRs from an employer's perspective, so we will be focusing on demonstration with that in mind. Our objectives for this presentation will begin with us introducing the TPR and informing you all of what is included within this. We will discuss the launch of the pre-TPR workbooks, which are only available to apprentices, and so employers won't be able to view these assets due to employers being unable to view learning plans. But it's important to know what they are and why they're there. We will then look at a TPR through a live demonstration from a reviewer's account, and then look at completing that through the employer's account. There will be additional slides available in this presentation, which will be sent via email to employers, and they're there for you to reflect upon and read through at your convenience, but we won't sort of focus on those in this video. And then finally, we'll give you a reminder into our contact details for any additional support that you may require. So, the aim of any review is to reflect upon previous progress and to look at this progress and from there make a judgment into where and how we continue from this point forward. And in terms of the apprentice's progress, this is measured against the academic degree and the apprenticeship standard. The TPR is a three-party meeting between the employer, the apprentice, and a member of the university academic staff. So this could be the apprentice's direct lecturer or a departmental reviewer. The first TPR will take place by week 6 of the programme and continue thereafter every 12 weeks as regular TPRs. In between this period, if there are any requirement for additional reviews, the academic staff can create a progress review, where this can be an opportunity to meet with the apprentice and discuss if there are any additional support needs. Maybe the apprentice is falling behind or has highlighted the need for additional learning or welfare support. There is a final review available towards the end of the programme, and you'll see this named as Gateway Review. This review collates all data required for the apprentice to complete Gateway and therefore enter EPA endpoint assessment, and then continue and complete the apprenticeship. So we will demonstrate this through our live demo, but for now we can see here that there are a number of areas discussed during the TPR. So, for example, SMART targets. So, these are targets and milestones which will be discussed and set and then reviewed throughout the programme. These targets should be made in relation to the apprenticeship standard, so specific skills in which the apprentice would like to have demonstrated for a particular knowledge, or that they would like to focus on in order to effectively carry out a particular process at work. And this would be really useful targets to make. So this is a great example of why the TPR involves all three parties, so to work together and collate ideas and then guide that apprentice forward throughout their journey. Pre-TPR workbooks are a new feature within the apprentice's learning plans, and the main aim of these is to allow the apprentice to reflect upon their progress to date, and consider any areas of the programme which are going particularly well or perhaps not so well, and in this case highlight the need for support to be offered to that apprentice. This gives the academic staff time to react to those issues before the meeting and look at ways in which support can be given. This could be perhaps an undiagnosed learning difference, struggles with time management due to family commitments. It could be a well-being issue or academic issues such as struggling with referencing or academic writing. These assets are designed as digital learning modules and will require the apprentice to complete them at least 2 weeks prior to the TPR, and they will count towards their off-the-job learning hours. So we are now logged in as an employer test account, and we have a test learner called Jordan, and they are enrolled on an advanced clinical practitioner program. If we click into the top tab here called Reviews, We can see that there are two reviews available at the moment. You'll see a lot more scheduled within that program, but for demonstration, we've just got two here. And we're going to focus our demonstration on this tripartite review one. You'll be able to see the planned reviews listed here. And then once they are completed, so all three parties have assigned a signature to that review, you will see them displayed in your completed tab here. So I have just switched into an admin account, and that's so that we can complete this review as we go along. But it will be displayed at exactly the same as what you would see on your employer account there. So we're going to go into TPR1 and continue our review. So when we go in, we'll see the learner information, what program they're on, their start and end dates, and then the employer information such as manager and mentor. So now we're going to drill down into each of these sections. So the TPR meeting details, this will list who is present within this meeting. So the review of SMART targets. So we've made two here for demonstration, and these are specific to the apprenticeship standard. So we've got knowledge here, and then how that apprentice has demonstrated this knowledge. So this particular apprentice has gained a pass grade. So this target has been met. Looking at target 2, we've got a skill taken from the apprenticeship standard. And this apprentice has effectively prescribed a range of medicines to patients, but needs to demonstrate a range of therapies. So this target has only been partially met as yet. So qualification goals, so we can assess and discuss with the apprentice what their goals are, so distinction, merit and pass. And let's say that Jordan is really ambitious and wants to go for distinction. If Jordan is enrolled on a sub-program such as functional skills, maths and English, we will fill these sections in here. And if there were any additional sub-programs attached to the main delivery program, we would select those there. So functional skills, if they are enrolled onto a functional skill program, we can select their progress. So if they're exceeding, if they've passed, if they're making progress. And then we can add some comments in the text boxes below here as well. The learning progress, this brings up a sort of visual sort of idea of their dashboard. You'll see this displayed there as well. So we can calculate that. And this will be as shown on your employer dashboard as well. Learning progress comments. So we can discuss if they are making expected progress, if they're exceeding, if they're not where we would like them to be, or if they are unlikely to achieve. And then we can add some additional comments as well there. So now we can comment on their knowledge, their skills, and their behaviours. So if they have confirmed knowledge through a pass grade within an academic module, they have demonstrated competently a range of skills in the workplace, and if they conduct themselves with the professionalism and the respect that we require within the behaviours given in the standard. So we can save that. Attendance and punctuality. So is the apprentice punctual? Do they attend? And that is the workplace and the university lectures. Safeguarding and prevent. If there have been any issues reported relating to safeguarding and prevent, and then we can give some details here if that issue has been highlighted. We can now set some smart targets for the next TPR and any future TPRs. So let's just say that we're going to give this apprentice a target one of demonstrate leadership and management. And then we're going to give some ideas of how they can do that. So let's say that this apprentice should prepare and deliver the daily action plan and give this meeting to all departmental staff. And then let's give a date for that. Let's say target two is to achieve a specific grade within a module that's on their delivery. And then let's give them some direction into how they can do that. And then finally give them a date as well. And as we say, there's up to 6 smart targets available there. So the apprentice comments. So this is where the apprentice can speak freely and just sort of note down any sort of comments that they want to make in terms of their performance, what they would like to focus on in the workplace, etc. The employer then comments, and this is a chance for you as employers to sort of celebrate your apprentice and, sort of discuss what they've been really, really good at, and then sort of focus on sort of areas that they need to develop. And then the tutor will do the same. So overall, where is this apprentice sitting? So are they making good progress or are they exceeding? We can give some details here if they're not making the expected progress. Um, what hours? So what's their off the job hours progress? And is this learner likely to achieve the 20% off the job learning hours as required? Finally, there's a RAG rating introduction. So this just gives you some information into the red, amber, green status. And then to complete the review, the reviewer will mark this apprentice as either green, amber, or red. Once the meeting is closed, the reviewer will finish that meeting and then this will open as a window and this will be a copy of all the comments made during that meeting. And if you scroll right down to the bottom, there'll be some signatures. So the advisor, so that's the reviewer, will sign here. The employer, you will sign within this box, and then the apprentice will sign here. And once that's completed, that will save within the completed tile. So I've now logged back onto our employer test account, and you'll see now that there is a signatures required box in your requires attendance card. So if we click into here, we will now see that Jordan's TPR1 review requires a signature by the employer. So you'll be able to click into sign and it will open up the same document as we've just previously seen on the reviewers window. And you'll scroll to the bottom and click your signature into the employer's signature box. Once you do that, you'll be able to go back into reviews and you'll see that it's completed and it's there for documentation. So the TPR has been carried out and all parties have now signed to complete the review. And the apprentice now has a clear vision and direction moving forward during the next 12 weeks. So, in terms of supporting the apprentice further, there's some general examples here of how to continue to develop your apprentice at work. As before displayed on our previous video, the employer dashboard, additional support can be found at aptem@cumbria.ac.uk. We would love to hear back from you and tell us about your experiences with using Aptem, or if you have any recommendations into how to drive our platform forward. We'd love to hear your thoughts and appreciate any ideas really. So that's all from us here within the apprenticeship team. We wish you a great day. Thank you for your time.